Have you ever felt like life was keeping something from you? Like you've done all the work, prayed all the prayers, aligned all the energies, and yet what you want still hasn't arrived? Maybe it's love. Maybe it's purpose. Maybe it's that long-awaited breakthrough. And every day you wonder, why not now? What else do I have to do? You scroll through your phone, see others celebrating their success, their soulmate, their dream life, and a quiet ache whispers inside. When is it my turn? But here's the truth few are willing to embrace. It's already your turn, just not your time. The divine clock. There's a rhythm to the universe, a silent ticking beyond human calendars and clocks. We call it divine timing, the sacred orchestration of events that unfold not when we demand them, but when we are truly ready to receive them. Divine timing is not about delay. It's not the universe withholding blessings. It's the universe preparing you for them. When a flower blooms too early, frost destroys it. When a fruit ripens too soon, it falls before its flavor is complete. The same law applies to your soul's evolution. You're not being punished for waiting. You're being refined. The purpose of waiting. Every waiting season serves a sacred purpose. In the silence, your strength grows. In the pause, your discernment sharpens. In the absence of what you want, you begin to realize what you truly need. Think back to moments in your life when you thought something was over. A relationship, a dream, an opportunity, only to realize, years later, it was redirecting you towards something greater. Sometimes rejection is divine protection. Sometimes delay is divine preparation. And sometimes the not yet is the kindest answer the universe could ever give you. Because if what you desire arrived too soon, it could destroy you instead of fulfill you. The energy of forcing. But we are human, and humans crave control. We want timelines. We want guarantees. We want the comfort of knowing when. So we push. We force. We chase. We say, I'll meditate more. I'll manifest harder. I'll visualize longer. As if we could bend the flow of the universe to our will. But forcing only creates resistance. When you grip too tightly, you strangle the very energy you're trying to attract. You send a vibration of fear. I don't trust that it will come, so I must make it happen myself. And fear never manifests miracles. Fear only manifests more waiting. The truth is, when you try to rush the divine, you delay yourself. Because the act of forcing says, I don't believe the universe knows what's best for me. And that disbelief vibrates through everything you touch. The energy of trust. Now imagine the opposite energy. Imagine a deep breath, shoulders soft, heart open, palms relaxed. Imagine whispering to the universe, I trust you. I trust your timing more than my impatience. That vibration is peace. That vibration is alignment. That vibration is allowing. When you trust, you stop grasping. When you stop grasping, you stop blocking. When you stop blocking, the flow returns. Trust doesn't mean you stop desiring. It means you stop suffering while you desire. You still want it, but you no longer bleed for it. The mirror of readiness. Divine timing is deeply connected to readiness. Life mirrors your internal vibration. What you seek cannot come until you become the version of yourself that can hold it. You say you want love, but are you ready to receive it, not from fear, not from emptiness, but from wholeness? You say you want success, but can you carry it with grace without letting it own you? You say you want transformation, but are you willing to release the comfort of who you were? Divine timing waits for you to align, not just in thought, but in frequency. It's never about how much time has passed. It's about who you've become in the waiting. A story of trust. Let me tell you a story. There was once a woman who lost her job unexpectedly. She panicked. She cried. She cursed the universe. How could you take this from me? I needed that stability. For months she searched, applied, begged for interviews. Nothing worked. She felt forgotten. Until one day she met someone purely by chance at a cafe she only visited because she finally decided to stop worrying and take a walk. That person introduced her to a company working on something that matched her passion perfectly. She got the job, paid more, felt lighter, and aligned with her true purpose. In that moment she realized, the universe never said no. It was just saying not this, not yet. Had she gotten another job earlier out of desperation, she would have missed the one designed for her. That's how divine timing moves. Unseen, silent, but always right on time. The invitation to surrender. So, if you find yourself in the in-between, the waiting room of your destiny, breathe. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. Surrender is not giving up. It's giving in to the natural rhythm of your soul's evolution. It's releasing the illusion of control and allowing life to meet you halfway. Close your eyes and imagine the thing you desire most. See it in your mind. Now whisper to yourself, "It's already mine. It's just finding its way to me." Feel the difference between desperation and certainty, between anxiety and faith. That's the energetic shift that unlocks divine timing. The sacred pause. There's a sacred space between your intention and its manifestation. That space is where your soul grows into what it asked for. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, trust the process, and let the soil do its work. In the same way, the universe is rearranging circumstances, aligning people, and adjusting energies. All for your highest good. You can't see it yet, but everything is already moving. When nothing seems to be happening, everything is happening. A moment of reflection. So ask yourself, what if this waiting season is not a punishment but a blessing? What if the delay is protection? What if the timing you think is late is actually perfect? Sometimes life's greatest miracles arrive disguised as detours. Sometimes the no you heard months ago is the reason you'll soon hear the sweetest yes. Trust that. Divine timing is not about when things happen. It's about who you become while waiting. Every second you spend in faith, you align more deeply with your destiny. Every breath you take in surrender, you move closer to the miracle that's already yours. So the next time you find yourself whispering, "Why is it taking so long?" answer yourself with love. Because the universe is crafting something perfect, and perfection takes time. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And everything that's meant for you is already on its way. Right. On time. We live in a world that worships speed. Instant answers. Instant validation. Instant results. But your soul doesn't move at the speed of Wi-Fi. It moves at the rhythm of the universe. Slow, deliberate, and divinely intentional. Waiting, to the human mind, feels like stillness. But to the soul, waiting is movement, subtle, quiet, invisible growth beneath the surface. Every delay holds a message. Every pause hides a lesson. The hidden curriculum of waiting. When life says, wait, it's not denying you, it's educating you. There's a curriculum written inside every delay. Some lessons you can't learn in the noise of doing, only in the silence of becoming. When you wait, you learn patience. When you wait, you learn trust. When you wait, you learn how to stay grounded in faith, even when nothing seems to move. Patience isn't just the ability to wait. It's how you behave while waiting. Do you crumble under silence? Or do you find peace inside it? This is the divine paradox. The longer you wait, the more you're being shaped into the one who no longer needs to rush. Lesson 1. Waiting teaches you to trust what you can't see. Imagine standing at the edge of a forest path at night. You can only see a few steps ahead. You don't know what's around the bend, but each step you take, the path reveals itself a little more. That's how life works. You won't see the entire journey from where you stand. The universe reveals it in fragments, a moment at a time. When you wait, you learn to walk in faith, not sight. You start to realize, I don't need to see the whole map. I just need to trust the direction. Trust is not believing that nothing will ever go wrong. It's believing that even when things fall apart, something higher is guiding them together again. The unseen forces, timing, energy, alignment, are rearranging things for you right now, even in this moment. But you can't see it because you're still learning to live beyond sight. And that's exactly the point. Lesson 2. Waiting builds the strength to receive. There's a weight to blessings, and not everyone can hold what they ask for. Waiting stretches you to grow strong, enough to carry what's coming. Think about it. If you gave a seed the size of a tree's destiny, but it only had roots an inch deep, the first storm would tear it apart. But if you let it grow, season by season, the roots dig deep enough to hold everything that rises above the surface. Waiting deepens your roots. You may think you're standing still, but your soul is expanding, learning. Emotional stability, maturity, resilience, and gratitude. Because what you get too easily, you value too lightly. And what you fight for, wait for, and grow into, you cherish like breath itself. The universe doesn't just give you what you want. It gives you what you're ready to sustain. Lesson 3. Waiting reveals what truly matters. Sometimes waiting strips away illusions. You think you want that job, that person, that life until time shows you their truth. Delay gives you distance, and distance gives you perspective. Waiting makes you ask deeper questions. Is this truly aligned with my soul? Or was it just my ego chasing validation? The longer you wait, the more clearly you can see the difference between what you want and what you need. Maybe you wanted love, but time revealed you were chasing attachment, not connection. Maybe you wanted success, but the waiting taught you that peace is success too. Maybe you wanted reunion, but time showed you that healing had to come first. Waiting purifies desire. It burns away impatience until only truth remains. Lesson 4. Waiting builds inner wholeness. Many people believe they'll feel whole once they receive the thing they're waiting for, the partner, the opportunity, the healing, the closure. But divine timing teaches the opposite. You receive those things after you become whole, not before. The waiting season is where you learn to fill your own cup, to find peace without external validation, to become the love you're seeking. It's when you finally stop saying, "I'll be happy when," and start saying, "I choose to be happy now." That shift, from conditional happiness to unconditional peace, is the moment you align with divine timing. Because when you no longer chase, you magnetize. Lesson 5. Waiting humbles the ego. Ego hates waiting. Ego says, "I know better than the universe. I know when this should happen." But the soul knows control is just fear in disguise. The longer you wait, the more your ego softens. You begin to release the illusion that you're the one making everything happen. You stop pushing and you start allowing. You stop saying, "Why me?" and start whispering, "Teach me." Waiting humbles you into surrender, not as defeat but as devotion. You become a vessel rather than a commander. And from that humility, miracles rise. The story of the potter and the clay. There's an old parable. A potter once shaped a piece of clay into a beautiful bowl. But the clay, growing impatient in the heat of the kiln, screamed, "Take me out. I'm done." The potter smiled and said, "Not yet. If I take you out now, you'll crumble in my hands." The clay endured the fire a little longer, and when it emerged, it was strong, smooth, and ready to hold what it was made for. That's divine timing. The fire isn't punishment. It's preparation. Your soul is being strengthened in the heat of waiting. Don't curse the fire. It's crafting your shape. The quiet miracles of the in-between. Waiting seasons are sacred because they hold quiet miracles you often miss. The friend who appears just when you're losing faith. The book that lands in your lap with the exact message you needed. The sudden peace that replaces anxiety for no reason at all. These are not coincidences. They are whispers from the universe saying, "I'm still here. I'm still working." When you slow down enough to notice the subtle signs, you realize you've never truly been waiting alone. The transformation of stillness. Have you noticed how caterpillars don't fight their cocoon? They surrender to the stillness, to the darkness, because somewhere deep inside they know this pause is not death. It's metamorphosis. The same happens in your waiting. Everything may look still, but transformation is happening in secret. The old parts of you, fear, control, doubt, are dissolving. New wings are forming quietly beneath the surface. So when the moment arrives, you won't just have what you asked for. You'll become the version of you who can truly fly with it. The divine equation. Waiting equals growth. Delay equals preparation. Silence equals alignment. It's the equation of the divine. Every pause is a sacred calibration between your desire and your destiny. If the universe gave you everything instantly, your life would be full, but your soul would be empty. Because the journey, not the arrival, is what awakens consciousness. So now when life asks you to wait, don't rush to fill the silence. Instead, listen to it. Ask yourself, what is this delay teaching me? What strength is being born in me right now? What part of me needs to grow before I receive what I've asked for? Because waiting is never wasted. It's the womb of becoming. You're not being held back. You're being held in grace. And one day soon, when everything aligns, you'll look back and realize the waiting wasn't a detour. It was the path itself. When life makes you wait, it's not punishing you. It's positioning you. And when the time is right, everything that's meant for you will find you effortlessly, gracefully, perfectly, right on time. Have you ever tried so hard to make something happen that it felt like the universe itself was pushing back? Maybe it was a relationship. Maybe a career. Opportunity. Maybe a dream you had been chasing for years. You prayed. You visualized. You strategized. You even sacrificed comfort. And yet the thing you wanted most still hadn't arrived. That tension, that frustration, that gnawing impatience, that is the energy of forcing. Forcing is one of the most common mistakes we make when navigating life's divine timing. Comes from a place of fear. Fear that what we want may never come. Fear that we are running out of time. Fear that we are not enough. And yet, forcing is not just unhelpful. It's energetically counterproductive. What forcing really feels like. Forcing often looks like obsessively checking emails, messages, or results. Overplanning or controlling every step of a process. Pushing relationships before they are ready. Overworking to achieve success without rest or trust. Feeling restless, anxious, or bitter when things don't happen immediately. Energetically, forcing is tension. It's a vibration of resistance. It signals to the universe, I don't trust you, so I must do it myself. And here's the paradox. The harder you push, the further what you want seems to slip away. The science of resistance. Even science can illuminate why forcing blocks manifestation. Think of water. If you try to hold water tightly in your hand, it slips through your fingers. But if you cup your hands gently, it stays. Energy flows in the same way. When your mind and emotions are clenched with fear and control, your personal energy field is dense and rigid. Manifestation cannot enter a closed system. It only flows into a vessel that is open, receptive, and aligned. So the act of forcing creates a paradox. You're pushing, but what you want cannot fit into the container you've made for it. How forcing shows up in our lives. Consider these examples. A person desperately wants a promotion. They work extra hours, push themselves beyond limits, and micromanage every project. But their stress, frustration, and impatience repel the very opportunity they crave. Someone desires love and connection. They try to force intimacy or rush someone into commitment. The pressure pushes the other person away. A spiritual seeker wants awakening instantly. They overdo practices, comparing themselves to others, creating tension in the mind and body. Progress feels blocked not because the path is closed, but because the seeker is forcing it. All these scenarios point to the same truth. Control and resistance repel the flow of life. The subtle shift from forcing to allowing. What if you stop trying to control outcomes? What if you release the need to manipulate time, people, or circumstances? Allowing doesn't mean doing nothing. It means acting in alignment, then trusting the process. You still work toward your goals. You still prepare and grow. You still take inspired action. The difference is energy. Instead of pushing from fear, you move from trust. Inspired action is light, effortless, and aligned. Forced action is heavy, stressful, and disconnected. The universe responds to energy, not effort. It doesn't reward struggle. It responds to resonance. The story of the bamboo. Here's a beautiful metaphor. The Chinese bamboo. After planting the seed, it can take up to 5 years for the bamboo to emerge from the soil. During this time, it is growing underground, developing a root system so strong it can support growth of up to 90 feet in just a few weeks. Now imagine trying to pull it out. Early, you would only see resistance, breakage, and failure. The bamboo teaches us patience and trust are not passive. The root growth beneath the surface is preparing for rapid, unstoppable expansion above. Your life works the same way. Your preparation may feel invisible. Your waiting may feel frustrating. But underneath, your soul, circumstances, and opportunities are aligning in perfect timing. Forcing only weakens the roots because it interrupts the natural process. Recognizing when you are forcing. The first step to releasing forcing is awareness. Ask yourself, Do I feel anxious about this outcome? Am I trying to control something that is naturally unfolding? Do I judge myself or others for not moving fast enough? Am I resisting patience because I want instant results? If the answer is yes, you're enforcing energy. The good news: awareness alone begins the shift. Once you notice it, you can start to relax your grip. You can invite trust back into the process, the practice of letting go. Here's a simple, practical exercise to shift from forcing to allowing. Breathe deeply. Close your eyes and take 3 slow breaths. Acknowledge your desire. Speak it aloud or in your mind. I want this and I'm open to receiving it. Release attachment. Visualize placing your desire into the hands of the universe. I trust that it will come at the perfect time. Feel the energy shift. Notice the weight lifting from your chest, the softening in your shoulders, the calm settling in your mind. Take inspired action. Move toward your goal lightly, without obsession or fear. This is the energy of flow, not forcing. This is how manifestation moves effortlessly. The danger of micro-forcing. Forcing doesn't always come as obvious aggression or obsession. Sometimes it's subtle. Checking your email every 5 minutes. Sending multiple follow-up messages. Constantly comparing yourself to others' progress. Overthinking outcomes, timelines, or methods. Even these micro-forces create resistance. The universe whispers, relax. Trust the process. You don't need to make it happen alone. Even small adjustments, pausing, breathing, releasing tension, can restore alignment. Affirmations to release forcing energy. I trust the timing of my life. I allow the universe to work through me, not against me. I take inspired action, without attachment to outcomes. I release the need to control what is beyond my hands. Everything I desire flows to me in perfect timing and alignment. Repeating these daily rewires your energy. From struggle to flow. The secret gift of release. When you stop forcing, something magical happens. Opportunities appear without effort. Connections happen organically. Answers arrive in ways you never imagined. You begin to notice patterns and synchronicities that were invisible when you were grasping. You begin to feel the subtle intelligence of life working on your behalf. Forcing keeps you blind. Allowing opens your eyes. A call to reflection. So pause for a moment. Where are you trying to force life to move faster? Where are you resisting the natural rhythm of your growth? How can you take a step back, breathe, and trust that the universe knows what it's doing? The universe does not operate on human impatience. It operates on wisdom, preparation, and alignment. When you release control, you open the door for miracles, not when you want them, but when you're ready to receive them fully. Remember, forcing equals resistance equals delay. Allowing equals trust equals flow equals manifestation. Control is heavy. Surrender is light. The next time you feel compelled to push, pull, or grasp, ask yourself, am I acting from fear? Or am I acting from alignment? Release the tightness. Soften your heart. Take a step back and let life find its perfect course. Because life, in its infinite intelligence, always delivers exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, and never a moment too soon. Have you ever noticed how some people move through life effortlessly, while others push endlessly against every current? The difference isn't circumstance, talent, or luck. It's energy. It's trust. Trust is not a belief in something you see. It is a vibration. A resonance, a surrender to the intelligence of life itself. When you cultivate trust, you stop resisting the flow. You stop pushing against the currents. You start moving with them gracefully, naturally, and powerfully. This is the energy that unlocks miracles. This is the force that transforms waiting into alignment, patience into clarity, and desire into manifestation. Why trust feels scary? Human beings are wired for control. We crave certainty. We want visible proof. Measurable outcomes, guaranteed timelines. So when life asks you to trust, your mind protests. How can I trust if I don't see it? How can I surrender if I don't know the future? This fear is natural. It is a signal that you are stepping into the unknown, which is exactly where transformation begins. Trust is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite fear. It is saying, I may not understand now, but I know the universe is unfolding in my favor. The subtle power of surrender. Surrender is one of the most misunderstood concepts. Many think surrender means giving. Many think surrender means passivity. But true surrender is neither giving up nor doing nothing. Surrender is alignment. It is the act of letting go of how something should happen and allowing it to unfold perfectly. It is the energy of saying, I trust the timing, the path, and the outcome, even when it is unseen. Surrender opens space. It softens resistance. It makes room for life to flow through you, unblocked, unhindered, unstoppable. Trust versus control. Let's explore the contrast. Control, you push, you plan, you micromanage. You are tense, anxious, and attached to outcomes. Your energy is heavy. Trust, you prepare, you act, you release attachment. You are relaxed, focused, and present. Your energy is light and magnetic. Control repels. Trust attracts. Control drains. Trust replenishes. Control forces life to conform to your timeline. Trust aligns you with life's perfect rhythm. When you operate from trust, the universe becomes a collaborator instead of an obstacle. The mirror of trust. Trust is not just a spiritual concept. It is a reflection of your inner state. If you trust, your relationships, opportunities, and circumstances mirror that faith. If you resist, your outer world mirrors struggle, delay, and friction. Life is a mirror. What you project inwardly is reflected outwardly. Trusting life's process creates harmony in the external world. Doubting life's process creates tension and blockages. In other words, what you cultivate inside manifests outside. A story of trust. Consider the story of a young artist who dreamed of exhibiting her work internationally. She sent applications, portfolio after portfolio, month after month, and received only rejections. First she panicked. She worked harder, networked more aggressively, and pushed herself into every opportunity. Still nothing seemed to work. One day, exhausted and overwhelmed, she paused. She stopped chasing. She meditated, journaled, and focused on her craft, not the outcome. 6 months later, a curator discovered her work through a friend. The exhibition she had dreamed of for years? It happened effortlessly. Looking back, she realized the universe had been preparing the perfect timing. Her frantic pushing would have forced her into the wrong exhibition, with the wrong audience at the wrong time. Trust allowed the right opportunity to appear naturally. The energy of trust in action. Trust isn't passive. It's active alignment. You set intentions. You take inspired action. You release attachment to the outcome. You observe synchronicities and guidance along the way. This balance between action and surrender creates a vibration that draws what you desire effortlessly. When you act without attachment, you create a vacuum. And life loves a vacuum. It fills it with exactly what you need in perfect timing. Practical ways to cultivate trust. Daily affirmations. I trust the timing of my life. I allow the universe to guide me. I release control and welcome flow. Surrender ritual. Each morning write down one desire or challenge. Visualize placing it in the hands of the universe. Take 3 deep breaths, imagining the weight of worry lifting. Whisper. I trust. I release. I allow. Mindful observation. Notice signs, coincidences, and synchronicities during your day. Reflect on how delays or unexpected events may be guiding you. Breath and body awareness. When you feel anxious or impatient, breathe deeply. Relax your shoulders, soften your chest, and release tension. Align your physical body with the energy of surrender. These practices are not just spiritual exercises. They are energetic recalibrations. They train your body, mind, and soul to resonate with trust rather than control. The paradox of surrender. Here's the beauty of surrender. The more you let go, the more you gain. The softer your grip, the stronger your manifestation. The less you chase, the more naturally life flows to you. It seems counterintuitive because humans are taught to hustle, force, and control. But the universe operates on a different principle. Alignment, resonance, and flow. When you surrender, life doesn't take away your desires. It brings them closer in ways that forcing never could. Trust and the flow of timing. Trust is intimately connected to divine timing. Impatience disrupts timing. Forcing accelerates resistance. Surrender synchronizes you with the flow. Think of a river. If you try to push a boat upstream, you fight endlessly. If you row with the current, letting the water guide you, you reach your destination effortlessly, sometimes faster than you imagined. Trust is rowing with the current. Forcing is paddling against it. Reflection questions for the viewer. Pause and ask yourself, where in my life am I resisting the flow? Where am I holding on too tightly to outcomes? What would happen if I fully trusted the process no matter what I see? How can I take action without attachment today? Reflecting on these questions cultivates inner clarity and softens the energy of control. The energy of trust is not wishful thinking. It is a conscious choice to align with life's intelligence. Surrender is not weakness. It is strength in its purest form, the courage to let go, the wisdom to wait, and the faith to move forward without fear. When you trust, waiting becomes peace. Delay becomes preparation. The unknown becomes opportunity. Life becomes effortless. The universe never rushes, and it never forgets. Everything you desire, everything you need is already in motion. Your job is simple. Align, surrender, trust, and act in harmony with your soul. Trust is the bridge between desire and manifestation. Surrender is the key that unlocks it. Step onto that bridge, open your heart, and watch life flow to you. Perfectly, gracefully, divinely. By now you understand the profound power of divine timing, the lessons hidden in waiting, and the importance of trust and surrender. But understanding alone isn't enough. Knowledge without action remains energy unaligned. To live in harmony with divine timing, you need practical tools, daily practices, affirmations, and rituals that ground your energy, soften your mind, and align your vibration with the flow of life. This chapter is your guide to cultivating that energy, step by step, moment by moment. Why practices matter. Even the wisest among us struggle with impatience. Even the most spiritually awakened can be tempted to control outcomes. Our human nervous system craves stimulation, certainty, and results. Without consistent practice, it defaults to pushing, rushing, or resisting, the very patterns that block manifestation. Daily practices act as reminders. They retrain your energy. They shift your vibration from anxious effort to calm alignment. In short, practices are the bridge between understanding and living divine timing. Practice 1. Morning affirmations for alignment. Affirmations are powerful because they reprogram the subconscious mind and raise your energetic vibration. Here's a sequence to start your day. I trust the timing of my life. This reminds your mind that life is moving in perfect rhythm, even when it feels slow. I release the need to control outcomes. Every time you repeat this, tension in your body softens, opening space for flow. Everything I desire is already on its way to me. This trains your awareness to notice synchronicities, opportunities, and subtle signs throughout the day. I am patient. I am aligned. I am ready. Combining patience with readiness creates a vibration of receptive strength, the ideal state for manifestation. Tip: stand in front of a mirror, breathe deeply, and speak these affirmations slowly and clearly. Feel the words resonate in your chest, in your belly, in your entire body. The body and mind must vibrate in harmony with your intention. Practice 2. The evening reflection ritual. Before sleep, take 10 to 15 minutes to reflect on your day. This is crucial because energy accumulates during waking hours. Without conscious release, tension lingers and affects your manifestation. Steps for this ritual. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale calm. Exhale tension. Review your day without judgment. Ask yourself, did I try to force anything today? Did I notice moments of resistance? Where did I flow effortlessly? Express gratitude. Write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude raises your energy and aligns you with the positive current of life. Release and surrender. Visualize all worries, frustrations, or unfulfilled desires leaving your body like smoke or water. Whisper, I release what I cannot control. I trust the unfolding. I allow life to move in perfect timing. Affirm alignment before sleep. End with, I rest and trust. I awaken and flow. Sleeping with this vibration allows your subconscious mind to continue aligning overnight, strengthening your Connection with divine timing. Practice 3. Journaling for clarity. Journaling is more than writing thoughts. It is energy mapping. Use your journal to track moments of waiting, resistance, and flow. Identify patterns where forcing occurs. Celebrate synchronicities and small miracles. A journaling prompt. Where in my life am I impatient? What lesson is this waiting period teaching me? How can I respond with trust rather than control? Journaling doesn't just release energy. It clarifies it, transforming confusion into guidance. Practice 4. Visualization and energy. Alignment. Visualization is a bridge between your current state and your desired outcome. But the key is alignment, not force. Steps. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize your desire as if it has already arrived. Feel the emotions, the peace, the joy. Release the how of it. Don't imagine a timeline or a forced scenario. Simply feel it manifest naturally. Anchor the energy in your body. Place your hands over your heart and belly. Imagine your energy aligning with the flow of the universe. This practice trains your nervous system to trust unseen forces, and it rewires your subconscious to receive instead of chase. Practice 5. Surrender ritual with physical movement. Energy can be held in the body. Tension, resistance, and anxiety often manifest physically. Using movement to release these energies is powerful. Stand or sit comfortably. Take a deep breath and lift your arms toward the sky. Exhale slowly, and release your arms as if letting go of all control. Repeat 3 times. Optional, speak aloud. I surrender. I trust. I allow. This ritual physically embodies surrender, reinforcing the energetic state of trust. Practice 6. Mindful pauses throughout the day. Trust isn't built only in formal rituals. It's strengthened in micro moments of awareness. Pause before responding to emails or messages. Pause before making decisions driven by fear or urgency. Pause when impatience rises. Even a few conscious breaths can shift your vibration from forcing to allowing. The more you practice these pauses, the more your energy aligns with the rhythm of life naturally. Practice 7. Observing signs and synchronicities. Trust requires noticing. Life communicates through signs, coincidences, and opportunities that often appear subtle. Keep a small notebook or phone note of these events. Reflect weekly. How did the universe guide me? Celebrate the small miracles, a message from a friend, a perfect encounter, or a sudden clarity. Recognizing these signs reinforces faith in divine timing. The synergy of practices. Each of these practices supports the others. Affirmations raise your vibration. Journaling clarifies your mind. Visualization aligns your energy. Rituals release resistance. Mindful pauses and observation deepen your trust. Combined, they create a daily ecosystem of trust, preparing you to move in harmony with the flow of life. Think of it as tuning a musical instrument. Daily practice keeps the strings of your energy aligned, so life's melody can play beautifully and effortlessly. A gentle reminder. You do not need to master all practices at once. Start small. 1 affirmation in the morning. A short journaling session at night. A mindful pause before meals. Consistency matters more than intensity. Over time, these practices create a permanent shift in energy, making trust a natural state rather than a forced effort. Waiting, trust, and surrender are not abstract concepts. They are daily exercises of energy. By incorporating affirmations, journaling, visualization, ritual, and mindful pauses, you soften resistance. You strengthen alignment. You allow life to flow effortlessly in perfect timing. The universe does not punish delays. It does not ignore your desires. It waits patiently until you are ready, until your energy is prepared to receive. By practicing trust, you are co-creating with life itself. You are no longer a passive observer. You are an active participant in the dance of divine timing. Every pause is sacred. Every waiting period is intentional. Every act of trust opens the doorway to miracles. Practice surrender and align, and watch life deliver exactly what you need. Exactly when you need it, with effortless grace. We've explored the principles of divine timing, the energy of forcing, and the power of trust and surrender. But understanding concepts is one thing. Seeing them in real life is another. Stories have a way of cutting through the mind, bypassing skepticism, and opening the heart. In this chapter, we will explore real-life examples of divine timing moments when life's intelligence moved perfectly, quietly, and sometimes invisibly, and learn what they teach us about patience, trust, and alignment. Story 1: The Delayed Promotion. Consider a woman named Maya. She worked tirelessly at her company for 5 years. She poured hours into projects, volunteered for additional responsibilities, and built relationships with colleagues. She saw a promotion she desired posted internally. At first, she applied eagerly. She expected immediate recognition. Weeks passed. Rejection letters followed. First, she felt frustrated, angry, doubting herself. Why wasn't her hard work enough? Instead of forcing, Maya shifted her energy. She continued to do her best work, focusing on growth and contribution, without obsessing over the outcome. 6 months later, an unexpected opportunity arose. A position in a new department with greater influence, more responsibility, and a salary that exceeded her expectations. The promotion she originally chased so hard would have kept her in the same pattern. Life's timing, slow, patient, perfect, brought something far better. Lesson: when you release forcing, life sometimes offers far greater gifts than you initially imagined. Story 2: The Love That Arrived Naturally. Alex, a man in his late 20s, longed for a romantic relationship. He went on dates, tried online apps, and often felt anxious that he would never meet someone right. In moments of forcing, he would analyze every interaction, obsess over every text, and try to manipulate outcomes. Then he decided to step back. He focused on personal growth, hobbies, and friends. He practiced trust, affirming daily that love would arrive in its perfect timing. 6 months later, while volunteering at a community event, he met someone organically. There was no rush, no pressure, no forcing. The connection was effortless, deep, and joyful. Lesson: trust allows love and connection to flow naturally. Forcing often repels what you most desire. Story 3: The Artist and the Waiting Gallery. A young painter, Elena, dreamed of her first gallery exhibition. She sent emails to galleries, followed up obsessively, and felt a deep impatience. Months of waiting felt like rejection. Anxiety crept in. Then one day she paused. She practiced surrender, daily affirmations, and journaling about her trust in life. She focused on refining her craft, not chasing approval. Eventually, a gallery curator reached out. Not the one she had applied to, but a small, highly respected gallery with international recognition. The exhibition was more prestigious than anything she had envisioned. Lesson: divine timing often works quietly, behind the scenes. What feels like delay may be preparation. Story 4: The Entrepreneur's Breakthrough. Consider Sam, a startup founder who dreamed of launching a revolutionary product. Investors initially rejected him. Partners hesitated. He faced months of uncertainty and financial strain. Instead of forcing outcomes, he aligned his energy with trust. He meditated, visualized success, and refined his product with patience. Within a year, the right investor found him, someone whose vision matched his perfectly. The launch was a success and the product reached millions of users. Had he forced early investment or rushed partnerships, misalignment could have derailed the entire venture. Lesson: just any opportunity. Patterns we can observe. Across these stories, several key patterns emerge. Patience precedes preparation. What feels like delay is often the universe giving time for skill, wisdom, and alignment to develop. Resistance repels opportunities. Frustration, forcing, or fear can create energy blocks. Letting go clears the path for miracles. Trust unlocks flow. When individuals act from a place of trust rather than desperation, life responds with synchronicity. Small shifts lead to big results. Daily practices, affirmations, and rituals compound over time, creating energetic alignment with divine timing. Life delivers the best, not just the expected. Sometimes what we wait for isn't what we originally imagined. It's something better, perfectly suited for our growth and happiness. The science behind patience and timing. Even neuroscience supports the power of trust and alignment. When the brain is in a state of stress or urgency, Cortisol levels rise. The nervous system tightens. Creativity, insight, and intuition diminish. When the brain is relaxed and present, alpha waves increase, fostering flow states. Intuition and creativity thrive. Synchronicities are more easily noticed. In other words, trust isn't just spiritual, it's neurological. The energy you cultivate shapes your perception and receptivity. How to see divine timing in your life. Look back. Reflect on past delays or waiting periods. Can you see how they led to better outcomes? Notice synchronicities. Life often communicates through signs, repeated numbers, chance encounters, unexpected opportunities. Observe your energy. Where you feel tension, impatience, or forcing indicates where alignment is needed. Practice gratitude. Appreciate the unseen workings of life. Gratitude strengthens trust and opens channels for flow. Take inspired action. Action aligned with trust enhances manifestation, while action from fear often backfires. Mini meditation. Witnessing divine timing. Take a moment to try this simple meditation. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. With each exhale, release tension and urgency. Visualize a timeline of your life as a river. Notice how currents sometimes slow, sometimes speed up. Place your desires gently on the surface of the river. Imagine them floating downstream. In perfect timing. Whisper silently, I trust the flow. I release control. I allow life to deliver exactly what I need. Notice how your body softens, your mind calms, and a sense of patience naturally arises. Stories of divine timing remind us that life is rarely linear, predictable, or immediate. Waiting is not failure. Delay is not punishment. The universe does not operate according to human schedules. It moves according to alignment, preparation, and resonance. When we release forcing and embrace trust, the world mirrors that energy back. Opportunities appear naturally. Relationships deepen effortlessly. Life unfolds in ways that feel miraculous. Patience is not passive. Trust is not idle. Both are active practices of energy alignment, daily choices that prepare you to receive the best that life has to offer. Look at your life as a river, not a timeline. Every twist, every delay, every pause has purpose. Trust it, flow with it, and watch as life delivers exactly what you need. Not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. Have you ever had a moment when everything seemed to fall into place? When a chance encounter, a seemingly random message, or an unexpected opportunity felt too perfect to be coincidence? Those are the signs, the universe speaking, the gentle nudges of divine timing. Divine timing doesn't just happen. It is experienced. It is recognized, felt, and acted upon. In this chapter, we'll explore how to recognize the signs of divine timing and how to respond to them with awareness, alignment, and trust. The language of the universe. The universe communicates in subtle ways. Through people. A stranger who offers advice at the perfect moment. Through circumstances. An opportunity appearing when you are ready. Through nature. Recurring numbers, animals, or signs that capture your attention. Through inner intuition. A strong gut feeling that guides you. Synchronicities are not coincidences. They are the language of life, a form of guidance that whispers, you are on the right path. Trust the timing. The challenge lies in noticing them. In our fast-paced, busy lives, these signals often go unrecognized. Recognizing synchronicities. Synchronicities often carry distinct qualities. Repetition. Seeing the same number sequences like 1111, phrases, or symbols repeatedly. Unexpected help. Encounters that provide guidance, resources, or clarity without planning. Timing alignment. Opportunities arise at a moment when you are energetically prepared. Emotional resonance. You feel a deep inner confirmation, a sense of this is right, or this is meant for me. Ease and flow. Events align without struggle. Doors open naturally, and circumstances unfold effortlessly. Notice these patterns. Your mind may initially dismiss them as coincidence, but your intuition knows the difference. Story 1. The chance meeting that changed everything. Consider Lila, an aspiring writer. She had been struggling to find a publisher for years. Despite sending countless manuscripts, Rejection letters piled up. One day, she attended a casual literary workshop without expecting anything significant. During a coffee break, she struck up a conversation with a fellow attendee who happened to be a publishing editor. They connected instantly. Within months, her first novel was published. Was it random? Perhaps on the surface. But Lila had spent years preparing, honing her craft, and aligning her energy with her creative purpose. The universe simply provided the perfect timing for the meeting. Lesson: synchronicities often occur when preparation meets opportunity. Story 2: Signs through numbers and symbols. Michael was struggling to make a career decision. He felt lost, anxious, and pressured to make a choice. One morning, he repeatedly saw the number 222 on receipts, clocks, even car plates. Intuitively, he felt drawn to the number, as if it was signaling something. After meditation and reflection, he realized the number symbolized balance, trust, and alignment. He made a decision not based on fear or external pressure, but on inner guidance. That choice led to a career path that was fulfilling, prosperous, and perfectly aligned with his purpose. Lesson: pay attention to repeated signs. The universe communicates in subtle ways, often through symbols, numbers, or patterns. Story 3: Inner knowing and gut guidance. Sometimes divine timing speaks through your own intuition. Sophia had been waiting to move to a new city for months. She felt anxious about timing and worried about finances. One morning she experienced a strong, unshakable sense of now is the moment, though everything seemed uncertain. Trusting this inner knowing, she took action and everything unfolded seamlessly. Housing, job opportunities, and social connections aligned perfectly. Lesson: your inner guidance is a primary indicator of divine timing. Learn to listen, trust, and act upon it, responding to signs with alignment. Recognizing signs is only half the practice. How you respond is crucial. Pause and observe. When a synchronicity occurs, take a moment. Don't rush. Observe the feeling, the timing, and the circumstances. Reflect. Ask yourself, what is this pointing to? How does this align with my purpose? Trust. Don't overanalyze or force an outcome. Let your intuition guide the next step. Take inspired action. Once clarity emerges, act from a place of confidence and alignment, not fear or urgency. The energy with which you respond can amplify the flow of divine timing. React from alignment and opportunities flourish. React from fear and they may slip away. Common mistakes to avoid. Even when signs appear, humans often sabotage their alignment. Overthinking. Analyzing every detail too much can block the flow. Fear of change. Avoiding action due to comfort zones or doubt delays. Opportunities. Forcing outcomes. Pushing too hard, trying to control timing, or rushing events disrupts the natural flow. Ignoring subtle signs. Dismissing repeated patterns or intuitive nudges because they seem coincidental. To live fully in divine timing, practice awareness, patience, and receptivity. Exercises to strengthen recognition of divine timing. Daily synchronicity journal. Write down unusual events, repeated numbers, chance meetings, and gut feelings. Reflect weekly on patterns. Meditation for awareness. Sit quietly for 10 minutes each day asking, show me the signs. Open me to divine timing. Visualize your life as a river flowing perfectly, and notice guidance flowing toward you. Affirmation for openness. I am open to the signs of the universe. I notice guidance in every moment. I trust the perfect timing of my life. Mindful observation practice. Pause during your day to notice small miracles. A helpful stranger, a clear message, or an unexpected opportunity. Recognize and honor them. Trust-based action. When a synchronicity appears, act immediately if inspired. Avoid hesitation born from doubt. Let your intuition guide. Timing and action. The subtle art of waiting. Recognizing divine timing also means learning to wait gracefully. Waiting is not inaction, it is preparation. It is alignment. It is allowing energy to settle and the right opportunities to appear. Remember, the universe never rushes. Life unfolds according to readiness, not urgency. Patience is a signal of trust. Waiting with awareness and Alignment amplifies your ability to recognize and respond to synchronicities when they appear. The science of timing and flow. Neuroscience and psychology reveal why synchronicities often feel magical. Our brains notice patterns and repeated cues more easily when in a relaxed, receptive state. Intuition and insight arise from the subconscious mind, which operates faster than conscious reasoning. Flow states increase sensitivity to opportunity and guidance, allowing us to act at the perfect moment. In other words, recognizing divine timing isn't superstition, it is a skill of attuned perception and aligned energy. Signs of divine timing are everywhere. In people, symbols, events, and your own intuition. To live in alignment, notice, pay attention to patterns, synchronicities, and intuitive nudges. Trust. Have faith that the universe is orchestrating your life perfectly. Act. Take inspired action when guidance arises without forcing or attachment. Life is a series of perfect moments waiting to be recognized. Each sign is an invitation to align, trust, and flow with the rhythm of the universe. Open your eyes to the signs, listen to the whispers, and step into the flow. Divine timing is always at work. You only need to notice, trust, and follow its guidance. Patience is often described as a virtue, but for many of us, it can feel like a nearly impossible skill to master. Waiting is uncomfortable. We want results, clarity, and progress, and when life feels slow or delayed, impatience arises. Yet, impatience is a signal, not a failure. It is a message from your energy system that something within you is out of alignment. In this chapter, we explore how to overcome impatience, stay aligned, and trust the rhythm of divine timing, even when life seems delayed. Understanding impatience. Impatience often manifests in three main ways: mental restlessness, racing thoughts, overanalyzing, constant questioning and obsessing over outcomes; emotional turbulence, frustration, anxiety, sadness, or anger when things don't move as quickly as desired; physical tension, a tight chest, shallow breathing, fidgeting, or lack of sleep due to stress. These responses are normal human reactions, but if unchecked, they disrupt the natural flow of life, pushing against divine timing. The first step to overcoming impatience is awareness. Notice your internal state. Recognize that your frustration is not life punishing you. It is your own energy resisting the flow. Why delay happens? Life's delays are rarely random. They often serve these purposes. Preparation. Life waits until you are energetically ready to receive. Waiting periods build skills, resilience, and wisdom. Alignment. Sometimes the timing isn't right. The people, circumstances, or opportunities must align perfectly. Expansion. Delays often push you to grow, letting go of attachments, fears, and limiting beliefs. Protection. The universe often withholds something that could harm you if received prematurely. When you understand that delays have purpose, impatience transforms into curiosity and trust. Story 1: The job offer that took 2 years. Consider Daniel, a young professional dreaming of a specific position at a top company. He applied, interviewed, and was rejected multiple times over 2 years. First, he grew impatient. He questioned his worth, talent, and the fairness of life. But instead of forcing, Daniel focused on growth and alignment. He enhanced his skills through courses, built meaningful networks, volunteered on projects that expanded his experience. Finally, after 2 years, the company reached out not just for the role he applied to, but for a senior position he was not originally qualified for because of the preparation during the waiting period. Lesson: impatience can blind you to the hidden gifts of delay. When you stay aligned and grow, timing brings far greater results than you initially imagined. Strategies to overcome impatience. 1. Mindful awareness. Awareness is the foundation of alignment. Notice your impatience without judgment. Ask yourself, where am I forcing? Where is my energy out of balance? Observe your reactions as they arise: thoughts, feelings, body sensations. Simply noticing impatience is a powerful first step toward transforming it. 2. Reframe waiting as active preparation. Instead of seeing waiting as inaction, journal about lessons learned during delays. Identify skills or habits you can cultivate. Focus on self-improvement rather than external results. Waiting becomes an active, purposeful period, rather than a source of frustration. 3. Breathwork and grounding. Impatience often manifests physically. Breathwork helps release tension. Deep belly breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Repeat 10 times. Grounding exercises. Stand barefoot on the earth, visualize roots connecting your body to the ground, releasing excess energy. These practices calm the nervous system and restore energetic balance, allowing you to respond to life rather than react in panic. 4. Affirmations for patience and trust. Daily affirmations retrain your subconscious mind and align your vibration with trust. I release the need to rush. Life unfolds perfectly. I trust that everything I desire is arriving in perfect timing. I grow, prepare, and align while I wait. Patience is my strength. Trust is my guide. Repeat these daily, aloud, in front of a mirror or in meditation. Feel the energy shift in your body as you speak them. 5. Visualization for flow. Visualizing the desired outcome while trusting the process helps your energy stay aligned. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize your desire already manifesting effortlessly. Imagine the steps leading there. Without controlling the timeline, anchor the feeling of trust, calm, and satisfaction in your body. This practice bridges the gap between desire and patience, helping your energy resonate with flow. 6. Detach from outcomes. Detachment is not indifference. It is freedom from fear, pressure, and control. Release the need for results to happen immediately. Focus on the present moment rather than anxiously anticipating the future. Trust that life is orchestrating events beyond your conscious understanding. Energy flows more freely when it is unattached, attracting opportunities naturally. Story 2. The long-awaited move. Emma dreamed of moving abroad for years. Financial constraints, visa issues, and unexpected events delayed her plans. Instead of resisting, she practiced alignment, studied the language and culture, networked with people in her target city, built a stable financial and emotional foundation. 3 years later, the perfect opportunity appeared. A job and living situation she hadn't even imagined. Lesson. Waiting periods are often preparation disguised as delay. The universe orchestrates events when your energy is ready. Micro practices for patience. Pause. Before decisions. When you feel urgent, breathe and ask, does this require immediate action, or can I trust the timing? Gratitude for the present. Focus on what is already unfolding. Gratitude shifts energy from scarcity to abundance. Micro-surrender rituals. Daily gestures, releasing a stone in water, lighting a candle, or closing your eyes and letting go reinforce surrender. And trust. These small practices keep you aligned with flow even in moments of frustration. The energy of impatience versus patience. Impatience tightens your energy, pushes life away, and creates resistance. Patience expands energy, attracts aligned opportunities, and synchronizes with divine timing. Your inner state is the true measure of alignment. Life responds not to your schedule but to your energetic vibration. Impatience is not your enemy. It is a teacher. It reminds you to check your energy, to release control, and to align with the natural rhythm of life. By practicing awareness, breathwork, affirmations, visualization, detachment, and small surrender rituals, you transform waiting from frustration into opportunity. You strengthen your trust in divine timing. You prepare yourself to receive life's gifts in their perfect moment. Every delay carries a lesson. Every pause is intentional. Patience is not passivity, it is an active practice of trust, alignment, and readiness. Embrace it, and life will unfold in ways more beautiful than you can imagine. We've learned that divine timing is perfect, that waiting has purpose, and that patience is a practice of alignment. But what if you feel stuck? What if opportunities, love, or breakthrough seem distant despite your trust and preparation? This is where energy alignment becomes essential. Divine timing responds not to external pressure, but to vibrational resonance. By consciously shifting your energy, you can accelerate the flow of life without forcing outcomes. In this chapter, we explore practical ways to raise your vibration, align with your desires, and allow life to unfold naturally. Understanding energy and timing. Everything in the universe is energy. You, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and the opportunities you seek. When your energy is aligned with your desires, life feels effortless. Opportunities present themselves naturally. Intuition becomes sharper, guiding you toward the right timing. When your energy is misaligned, you may experience delays, frustrations, or repeated challenges. Synchronicities may be missed. You may unknowingly repel the very opportunities you seek. Shifting energy is about raising your vibration, not forcing life to move faster, but becoming a magnet for alignment and flow. Story 1. The musician who tuned into flow. Ethan, a talented musician, had been trying to get signed by a record label for years. Despite sending demos and networking tirelessly, doors remained closed. Feeling frustrated, he turned inward, practicing energy alignment, daily meditation and breathwork to calm stress, visualization of performing on stage with joy and ease, gratitude journaling for every small musical opportunity. Within months, he was contacted by a label whose vision aligned perfectly with his music style, a label he had never considered before. The timing felt effortless, natural, and meant to be. Lesson. Raising your vibration aligns your energy with the perfect timing of life. Key practices to shift energy without forcing. 1. Mindful awareness of current energy. Begin by noticing your energy. Are you tense, anxious, or frustrated? Are you feeling expansive, joyful, and inspired? Where in your body do you hold stress or resistance? Awareness is the first step. Without it, attempts to shift energy may remain superficial. 2. Daily energy cleansing. Clearing stagnant energy allows you to resonate at a higher frequency. Visualization. Imagine a warm light dissolving tension in your body. Smudging or incense. Traditional practices like sage or Palo Santo can support energetic clearing. Movement, yoga, stretching, or dance releases blocked energy and restores flow. Clean energy creates space for new opportunities, clarity, and synchronicities. 3. Meditation and breath work. Meditation is a bridge between mind and energy. Specific practices for divine timing include breath of alignment. Inhale slowly, imagining light entering your heart. Exhale tension, imagining it leaving your body. Repeat for 10 minutes. Heart-centered meditation. Focus on the heart space, sending gratitude and love to yourself and life. This opens the flow of abundance and opportunities. Breathwork and meditation recalibrate your nervous system, allowing you to respond to divine timing rather than react out of impatience or fear. 4. Visualization and embodied feeling. Visualization is powerful, but the key is embodied emotion. Your energy resonates with what you feel, not just what you imagine. Visualize your goal or desire as if it has already manifested. Feel the joy, relief, excitement, or peace it brings. Let your body vibrate in that frequency. The universe responds to vibration, not effort. When you feel the reality of your desires internally, external circumstances naturally align. 5. Gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to shift energy. Start each day listing 3 things you are grateful for, big or small. Practice gratitude for opportunities in waiting, for lessons in delays, and for the flow of life itself. Allow feelings of thankfulness to radiate through your body. Gratitude raises your energy, strengthens trust, and primes you to receive life's gifts in divine timing. Story 2. The entrepreneur who aligned with abundance. Sophia, a startup founder, struggled to secure her first investor. Every meeting felt nerve-wracking. Instead of continuing from a place of anxiety, she implemented energy practices. Morning meditation, visualizing a successful launch. Affirmations. I am ready. Opportunities flow to me effortlessly. Gratitude for small wins and connections each day. Within weeks, the right investor reached out. The deal came through effortlessly. She did not need to chase or force it. Her shifted energy created the perfect alignment. Lesson. Raising your vibration allows life to meet you where you are, accelerating divine timing naturally. Advanced energy alignment techniques. 1. Frequency matching. Your energy must match the energy of your desired reality. Ask, What does it feel like to have what I desire? Adjust your thoughts, feelings, and actions to match that vibration. Avoid dwelling on lack, fear, or doubt. These lower your resonance. 2. Surrender rituals. Surrendering does not mean giving up. It means trusting. Write down desires and let go consciously by burning the paper, symbolizing release. Place intentions in a jar and let them remain untouched, trusting the universe. Use affirmations. I release timing to the universe. I trust in perfect alignment. These practices release control while maintaining energetic focus, allowing flow without forcing. 3. Energy anchoring. Anchor high vibrational states in your body. Use touch. Place your hand over your heart and breathe into it. Movement. Sway, dance, or stretch while focusing on joy and gratitude. Sound. Hum, chant, or play music that elevates your vibration. Anchoring makes high-frequency energy a habit, not just a fleeting moment. Signs you have successfully shifted your energy. You feel calm, confident, and joyful despite delays. Opportunities begin to appear effortlessly, often unexpectedly. Synchronicities become frequent and meaningful. You experience clarity in decision-making and action. The pressure to control diminishes, you feel aligned with life's flow. Notice these signs as confirmation that your energy is aligned with divine timing. The science behind vibrational alignment. Quantum physics supports the concept. Observers influence outcomes at a quantum level. Consciousness and energy shape probabilities. When energy is aligned with intention, synchronicities and opportunities increase. Science and spirituality converge. Raising vibration changes perception, behavior, and manifestation. Shifting your energy is not about rushing life. It is about becoming a vibrational match for the life you desire. Align with joy, gratitude, and presence. Release fear, doubt, and forcing. Act from inspiration, not compulsion. When you raise your energy, divine timing accelerates, not because life bends to you, but because you become receptive to life's perfect flow. Life moves in perfect rhythm. Your job is not to force it, but to tune yourself to elevate, align, and trust. When your energy matches your desire, the universe responds effortlessly. Divine timing is always perfect. Your alignment allows you to step into it fully. By now, you understand that divine timing is a rhythm of life, that waiting has purpose, and that energy alignment accelerates flow without forcing outcomes. But understanding is only part of the journey. Integration comes through practice. Daily rituals and practices are the bridge between knowledge and lived experience. They allow you to anchor divine timing in your life, cultivate alignment, and navigate delays with grace, patience, and trust. In this chapter, we'll explore practical rituals, affirmations, and daily practices to support divine timing. Each practice is designed to be simple, yet deeply transformative when applied consistently. 1. Morning alignment ritual. How you start your day sets the energetic tone for everything that follows. Steps. Upon waking, take 3 deep breaths, centering your mind and body. Express gratitude for life, for opportunities, and for the present moment. Example: I am grateful for the flow of life, for every opportunity that comes my way, and for the guidance of the universe. Visualize your day unfolding perfectly, each interaction, opportunity, and challenge aligning with your highest good. Set a clear intention for the day, phrasing it as an affirmation. I trust divine timing in all aspects of my life today. This simple morning ritual aligns your energy with flow, enhancing your receptivity to synchronicities throughout the day. 2. The surrender practice. Surrender is the heart of trusting divine timing. It does not mean giving up. It means releasing control and trusting the process. Steps. Take a quiet moment, close your eyes, and inhale deeply. Acknowledge your desire, your goal, or the outcome you are waiting for. Exhale, mentally releasing attachment to the outcome, trusting that the universe knows the perfect timing. Optional ritual. Write down your intention on paper, then place it in a bowl or jar, symbolizing release into the universe. This practice removes the stress of forcing and replaces it with calm, centered trust, a state where divine timing can operate freely. 3. Energy clearing exercises. Blockages in your energy can slow manifestation and obscure signs of divine timing. Simple energy clearing practices help release resistance and restore flow. Visualization. Imagine a white light entering your body, dissolving tension, fear, and impatience. Movement, gentle yoga, stretching, or free-form dancing to shake off stagnant energy. Nature connection. Walk barefoot, hug a tree, or sit by water, grounding yourself and recharging your energy. Consistency is key. 10 to 15 minutes. Daily is enough to maintain clarity and alignment. 4. Daily gratitude practice. Gratitude raises your vibration, reinforces trust in life, and opens your awareness to synchronicities. Steps. Keep a small journal. Each day, write 3 things you are grateful for, specifically focusing on alignment and timing. Example. I am grateful for the timely opportunity that came through my friend's introduction. Include gratitude for delays and waiting periods, recognizing their purpose in your growth. Feel the emotion of gratitude fully as you write, anchoring the energy in your body. Gratitude shifts focus from lack and impatience to abundance and trust, a fundamental practice for living in divine timing. 5. Affirmations for daily alignment. Affirmations are a powerful tool to reshape subconscious beliefs, which directly influence your energy and perception. Here are some examples. I trust the perfect timing of my life. I am ready to receive what the universe has prepared for me. Everything I desire arrives at the right time, in the right way. I release control and allow life to flow effortlessly. I notice and honor the signs of divine timing around me. Repeat affirmations aloud, silently, or during meditation. Pairing affirmations with emotion and breath makes them more effective. 6. Journaling for synchronicity awareness. A dedicated journaling practice enhances your ability to recognize signs and patterns in life. Steps. Each day, write down unusual coincidences, recurring numbers, meaningful interactions, and intuitive nudges. Reflect weekly on these entries to identify patterns and messages from the universe. Ask yourself, what is this showing me? How is this guiding me toward alignment? Over time, journaling strengthens your awareness, making divine timing more visible and easier to trust. 7. Visualization for manifestation and alignment. Visualization is a bridge between desire and energetic alignment. Key points. Sit in a quiet, comfortable space. Close your eyes and imagine your life as you wish it to unfold, vividly and in detail. Engage all senses. See, hear, feel, smell, and even taste your desired reality. Emphasize the emotion of having what you desire, not the process. Release attachment to when or how it manifests. Focus on feeling aligned now. This practice aligns your energy with your desires without forcing outcomes, creating a natural path for divine timing to operate. 8. Evening reflection and release ritual. The way you end your day influences how energy flows into tomorrow. Steps. Reflect on the day. What signs of alignment or synchronicity did you notice? What lessons did delays or challenges provide? Write down any concerns, fears, or frustrations, and consciously release them. Use a short affirmation before bed. I release today with gratitude and trust in tomorrow's perfect timing. Optional ritual. Light a candle or play soft music to symbolize closure and surrender. Ending the day with reflection and release ensures that energy remains clear and receptive. 9. Mindful presence practice. Living in divine timing requires awareness. In the present moment, practice mindful breathing throughout the day. Observe your surroundings, noticing small synchronicities. Engage fully in each task, whether mundane or significant. Ask yourself, am I aligned with this moment or am I resisting? Presence anchors you in the now, where timing is naturally perfect. 10. Integration of practices. The most effective way to live in divine timing is consistency and integration. Morning alignment sets intention and energy. Daily gratitude, journaling, and affirmations reinforce vibration. Surrender rituals and mindful presence keep energy fluid. Evening reflection releases resistance and closes the cycle. Over time, these practices shift your baseline energy, making patience natural, synchronicities obvious, and life's flow effortless. Story 3. Aligning life through daily practices. Isabella had always felt anxious about love and career timing. Opportunities came and went, leaving her frustrated. She began integrating daily alignment practices, morning meditation and affirmations, journaling about synchronicities, gratitude practice for delays and lessons, evening release ritual. Within months, she noticed subtle shifts. Chance encounters became meaningful, ideas flowed effortlessly, and career and romantic opportunities aligned naturally. Life felt guided, not forced. Lesson: daily rituals and consistent practices strengthen your energy and make divine timing tangible in your life. Divine timing is not a concept. It is a lived experience. Knowledge alone cannot create flow. Integration through ritual, presence, and alignment does. Begin each day with intention. Release attachment through surrender practices. Observe and honor signs of synchronicity. Raise your vibration with gratitude, visualization, and alignment exercises. End your day reflecting and releasing, trusting the rhythm of life. Divine timing is not about waiting passively. It is about living intentionally, energetically aligned, and open to life's flow. Every ritual, every practice, every mindful moment brings you closer to the perfect unfolding of your journey. Trust, align, and live fully. The universe is already orchestrating the path.